Sorry, guys, I'm back. As I said, this computer has some issues. And again, I got that damn watchdog violation, which gave me the blue screen of death, which automatically kicked me out. To let you know what happened on the last play, whenever the video cut out, it was a fly ball it was a ground ball it was a fly out to Mion flew out to center, and that ended the top of the eighth inning. So we now go to the bottom of the eighth inning. I'm just going to continue where we left off. So bottom of the eighth now, 6-0 Mets. Seaver back on the mound in this very important game. Leading off for the Pirates will be Tommy Helms. Helms is the new second baseman for the Pirates, who took over for Rennie Stinnett in the double switch. So Helms will go ahead and bat here. So Seaver will bat. Seaver will continue to pitch. 6-0 Mets. Bottom of the eighth inning. I got some computer issues, and it's really beginning. I'm afraid to try to uninstall the driver because I'm afraid it might turn my computer into a brick. If it does that, I'll be out of action for a while until I can get that fixed. It's a driver issue. It's not hardware. Seaver will pitch to Helms. 2-4. That's a blank. Seaver is not tired. Helms will swing. 3-3, and that's going to be a base hit past the third baseman for a single. Helms gets to go ahead, a leadoff single by Helms. He'll trot down to first. The next batter will be Taveras. Taveras is 0 for 3. Mets go to double play depth. Did you have to cut the video so we'd see how you're rigging it? Yeah, okay. Helms is on at first base. No strategy roll. Seaver will pitch normally. 6-6. Strikeout. 18. No. Taveras will swing. 3-5. That's a grounder to second base. 2-0-3. Shortstop Harrelson -1 is a 2. Yes, they turn the double play. 2 outs. Mets turn the double play. Seaver gets the twin killing. Next up will be Moreno. Ground out 4-6-3. Moreno is 0 for 1. 2 outs here. Bottom of the eighth inning. 6-0 Mets. Seaver with the pitch. 4-1, strikeout 11, got him, struck out Moreno. And that is strikeout number 4 for terrific. And that's a 1, and that decides retired. Not a 1-2-3 inning. There is a hit, but he faces the minimum after 8. Still 6-0 in favor of the Mets. We go to the top of the ninth. Kent Tekulve will come on and pitch. Leading off for the Mets will be Milner. Milner is 1 for 4. Mets looking for insurance. You can never be too careful. You know how games go here at RJL 518. Tekulve, 2-6. Strikeout, 15, too high. Milner, 1-1. Star 5, and that's a grounder to third. That's the first out. Next up is Dave King Kong Kingman. Kingman is 0 for 4, but he reached on an error his last time up. Tekulve ready to pitch. 2-5, and against a righty, that's going to be an automatic out. Star 1 and a grounder to first. So Kingman can't get a break tonight. He did reach on an error, but he can't get a hit. And now the batter is Cranepool. Cranepool is 1 for 4. Tekulve trying to keep the game where it's at, though the Pirates got a lot of work to do, and Seaver is not tired yet. Tekulve, 1-1, strikeout 12, no. Cranepool, 2-4. That's a fly out to right, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Kent Tekulve. 1-2-3 go the Mets. Will we see some ninth inning magic? Mets leading 6-0, bottom of the ninth in this game. Whoever wins takes over second place. In the National League East, Richie Zisk, he will lead off. Zisk is 1 for 3. Seaver can face 32 batters. 7, 8, 9, 31. He can pitch to 3 batters before tiring, and they're going to see if Seaver can go the distance. Doubling my likes. Yeah, I know, right? That's true. Seaver will try to go the distance, although the Mets do have the bullpen ready. Seaver will pitch. 2-4. That's a blank. He is not tired. Zisk, 1-1. Grounder to short. Out number 1. Taken care of by Harrelson. Throws to first, and he gets the out. Here's Stargell. Stargell's had a rough night tonight. 1 for 3, and he's made 2 errors in the 8th inning, and they did lead to a Mets run. Stargell would like to make up for it. Tom Terrific will pitch. 5-1. That's a walk. That 3, he will make up for it. In that way, he does get on base with a walk. Stargell will trot to first, and that is the first walk issued by Seaver. He had 68 of them in 76. First walk of the game. Mets go to double play. And it will bring up Cobra. Dave Parker is 0 for 3. He reached on an error by Harrelson in the 2nd inning. Stargell on it first. Seaver will concentrate on Parker. Seaver with the pitch. 1-4. Strikeout 17. No, that's too high. Parker swings. 3-3. It's a ground ball to second base. Does this end the game? 3-0-4. Shortstop is Harrelson, -1. A 1-3. The ball game is over, and it is not. Stargell will be thrown out at second, and Parker will make first on the fielder's choice, and that is out number 2. They could not turn the double play. Now the batter is Hebner, and now Seaver is tired. Any more technical problems? Seaver will go ahead, and he will pitch to Hebner. Seaver is tired, but he's going to see if he can go the distance. Parker on it first. Hebner is 0 for 3. He will bat. Or will he? No, he won't. Hebner is going to, well, actually, let me see. Yeah, I think he will come back. Hebner is going to come out of the game, and pinch hitting for the Pirates is going to be Bill Robinson. Has a higher average, although it's right on right. Bill Robinson, 303 average, 21 homers, 64 RBIs. Robinson will now pinch hit against Seaver in place of Hebner. 2 outs, bottom of the 9th, 6-0 Mets. Seaver trying to go the distance. Pitch on the way. 3-5, strikeout 11. Got him, struck him out. That's your game. The Mets go ahead and shut out the Pirates 6-0, and we have a happy recap for the New York Mets. Stadium groans. Section 518 cheers. Yay! The Mets shut the Pirates out 6-0. They shut the Pirates out 6-0. The Mets shut them out historically 5-0. So, pretty much amazing how that went. Tom Seaver goes the distance and gets a complete game. Don't go away. Final line score and 10-minute ticker coming right up. So the Mets get a big win on the Cardinals. Be even better if the Mets win the next game, but we'll see what happens. Final line score coming right up, and was pretty much really pretty close to the actual score. For the Mets, 6 runs on 8 hits and 1 error. For the Pirates, no runs on 6 hits and 3 errors. Ugly game for the Pirates. Tom Seaver does get the win and goes the distance. A complete game for Seaver. And Demery goes ahead and takes the tough loss. A big win for the Mets. And the Mets now lead in second place by a game. But let's see how long that lasts. It is time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball of Replay Sports. Starting out with the 13th, Cleveland at Boston. Very important series for the Red Sox as they have a 2.5 game lead on Baltimore for third. Cleveland with a 17. That is a 13, not a good roll. That's only 1 run for the Indians. Boston with a 10. 46, and that's going to be 5, and the Red Sox will get that's a big win for the Red Sox. The Indians at the moment really don't have to worry about second at this time. Kansas City at the White Sox in a doubleheader. Kansas City leads the American League West by 1 game. Kansas City game 1 with a 17, 32, and that is 4. The White Sox have a 7. And that's a 45, and that is 4 also. So we have extras. Kansas City has a clutch of 0. So 0 plus 1 is 1. White Sox have a clutch of 2. They'll automatically win. And that's going to be a win for the White Sox. They actually beat the Royals in the first game. Second game, Kansas City has a 10. 56, and that's going to be 6 runs. The White Sox have a 6, 26, and that is 2 runs. So they will split a twin bill. Next up is Baltimore at Milwaukee. Baltimore definitely needs to win here to stay close to the Red Sox. Baltimore has a 7, 34, and that's 3. Milwaukee has a 9, 61, and that's going to be 6. And that is another tough loss for the Orioles, as the Orioles are now beginning to lose games that they should be winning. Detroit at the Yankees. Detroit with a 10, 62, and that is 7 runs. The Yankees with an 18. With Cleveland losing, if the Yankees win this game, they clinch the division. 61 and 18. That's going to be 8 runs. And with that victory, the New York Yankees have clinched the American League East. They clinched the American League East on September 13th. So congratulations to the New York Yankees. They are, once again, for the 3rd straight replay I've done, American League East champions. And right now, they hold the number 1 seed in the American League and actually number 1 throughout the playoffs, which means the World Series will go through Yankee Stadium. California at Texas. California needs to win. They have an 8. 32, and that is 3 runs. The Rangers have an 8. 54, and that is 5 runs. So that's a win for Texas. That's a tough loss for California to take. Next up is Atlanta and the Dodgers. That's a doubleheader. Atlanta has an 8, game 1. 65, and that is 8 runs. Good roll for the Braves. Dodgers with a 13-31. No, they're going to lose that first game. Dodgers are not getting good rolls lately. Game 2, Atlanta with a 6-36, and that is 3. The Dodgers have a 13-16, and that is 2. The Atlanta Braves take both games from the Dodgers. And the happiest teams that like that were the Padres and the Giants. Montreal and Philadelphia. Montreal with a 2. 14, that's 0. Philadelphia has a 20. 16, not a great roll, but good enough for 3 runs. And the Phillies will continue to open up their lead in the National League East. San Francisco at San Diego. We have this game coming up tomorrow night. San Francisco has a 7-25, and that is 2. The Padres have a 4-15, and that is 1. The Giants will beat the Padres and will once again have 69 wins with the Padres in that division. And right now, the Dodgers, the Padres, and the Giants all have 69 wins. The Dodgers, however, have 74 wins, so they still have a game-and-a-half lead for third. Cubs and the Cardinals. Cubs with a 14-34, and that is 4 runs. The Cardinals have a 13-33, and that is also 4 runs, so we got extras. Cubs have a 14. I'm sorry, what am I doing? Cubs have a clutch of 3, so 3 plus 1 is 4. Cardinals have a clutch of -1, and that's going to be a win for the Cubs. So they will go ahead and get that win, 5-4, and a victory for them. Now moving on to the 14th. Detroit at Baltimore. Baltimore is beginning to fade. They better start winning games. Detroit with a 10-41. And that is 4 runs. Baltimore with an 11-43, and that is also 4 runs, so we have extras. Detroit has a clutch of 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. Baltimore with a clutch of 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. That's going to be a win for the Tigers. Another tough loss for the Orioles. Next up, Kansas City at the White Sox. Kansas City with a 14-36, and that is 5 runs. The White Sox have a 5-52, and that is 4 runs. The Royals will win that game. They will beat the White Sox. And the Royals right now have a 1.5 game lead on Oakland in the division for the American League West. Yankees at Cleveland. Yankees with a 12-36, and that is 4 runs. The Indians have a 0-62. That is also 4 runs. Wow, they tie. Extra innings. Yankees with a 12. Yankees clutch is a -1. 4 minus 1 is 3. Cleveland has a 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. That's going to be a win for the Yankees. They will win another game. They have already clinched the division, so now the Yankees can go on cruise control. I was thinking of doing the Yankees-Cleveland game instead of San Francisco-San Diego, but really, those 2 teams are already pretty much locked up where they're at. Boston and the Brewers. Boston, now a chance to really stretch it by Baltimore. Boston has a 12-42, and that is 4 runs. Milwaukee with an 8-63. No, that's 6 runs. The Brewers will prevent the Red Sox from stretching their lead on Baltimore. But they now have they have a 3-game lead on Baltimore. Oakland at Minnesota. A doubleheader for the A's, very important. Oakland, and for both teams, Oakland has a game and a half behind Kansas City for the American League West. Minnesota is 5 games back of California for third. Oakland can pretty much almost knock Minnesota out. Oakland has an 11. That's a 24 for Oakland, and that is 3 runs. Minnesota with a 7, 31, and that is 2 runs. Oakland wins game 1. Game 2, Oakland with an 11, 62, that's 7. Minnesota with a 14, 34, and that is 4. And the A's will win both games on Minnesota. And with those losses, Oakland is now a half game back of Kansas City. A half game back of Kansas City for first in the American League West. Minnesota right now, their season looks like it's almost coming to an end. California at Texas. A win here for California stretches their lead for third. California with a 0, they get a 42, and that is 2 runs. Texas with a 9, 54, and that's going to be 5 runs. Texas will prevent California from stretching the lead. But the Angels are still pretty good are still leading by 5 wins for third place in the American League West. Houston and the Braves doubleheader. Houston with a 10, game 1, 21, and that is 2 runs. Atlanta with an 8, 15, and that is 1 run. The Astros win game 1. Game 2, Houston with a 14, 54, and that's 6. Atlanta with a 7, 25, and that is 2. And the Astros will win both games against the Braves, and I know Steeler fan will be very happy with that. Dodgers and the Reds. The Dodgers are beginning to have a lot of trouble right now. Dodgers have a 7, 64, and that is 7. The Reds have a 13, 65. That's going to be 9. The Reds, that game will belong to the Reds. And the Dodgers are in real trouble. Next up is the Expos and the Phillies. Expos with a 3, 23, and that is 2 runs. The Phillies have a 13, 55, and that is 7 runs. That's going to be another win for the Fightin' Phils. As the Phillies are now taking care of business and now have a 9-win lead in the National League West. It looks like the Phillies, after getting it close, are now running away with the division. Mets and the Pirates. Can the Mets hold on to second place? Craig Swan on the mound for the Mets. The Mets have an 8, 51. That is a good roll, and that's going to be 5 runs. The Pirates have Jim Rooker and a 12. I need a 42 or lower. The Mets will win. 43. It's going to be a tie, I believe. That's a 12. And yes, that is a tie. 5 runs. We've got extras. The Mets have a clutch of -2. 5 minus 2 is 3. The Pirates have a clutch of 0. I need them to roll a 2 or lower. Yes, the Mets will go ahead and win it in extras. They will beat the Pirates 6-5, and it will be a happy recap twice tonight. And the Mets now have a 2-game lead for second place. The Mets do it in extras on the Pirates. San Francisco at San Diego, we have this game tomorrow. Giants with a 9, 22, and that is 2 runs. The Padres have a 5, 42, and that is 3 runs. The Padres beat the Giants And right now, the Padres have a 1-game lead on the Giants for 4th. As they're now, but the Padres at 70 and 77, the Dodgers at 69 and 75. I believe the Dodgers still lead by percentage points, but they are in trouble. Cubs and the Cardinals, Cubs with a 10, 35, and that is 4 runs. Cardinals also with a 10, 55, and that is 6 runs, and the Cardinals will beat the Cubs. That is all for your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. And tomorrow it will be the San Francisco Giants taking on the San Diego Padres. Frank Russelli against Randy Jones will stay in the National League for another big game between those two. San Francisco at 70 and 77. 69 and 79. The Padres 70 and 77. Both are chasing the Dodgers, who are 69 and 75. That division, that third place has not been wrapped up by any means. Anything can happen yet on RJL 518. Steeler fan, world's worst gamer, rants on sports. Dave Little, BB, Brian Patterson, Philip Reynolds. Thank you all for joining me today. Please leave a like on your way out to the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so. Make sure you hit the bell, and I do apologize for the computer issues. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong, and I will see you guys next time. The Mets have a double happy recap tonight, but they do win the first game. They blank the Pirates 6-0. Tom Terrific Seaver goes the distance. We'll see you guys next time. Take care.